Dear Africa.
And so I said, let me take a shower. So I opened all my bags because I wanted to reorganize my bags. So after I took a shower, well, I couldn't take a shower because the water wouldn't get all the way hot. So I called them, and so, but I had started trying to take a shower. So I was sitting there waiting for maintenance to come to see why my water wouldn't get all the way hot. I just saw roaches coming out of my bags. Oh my gosh. First it was one, then it was two, then it was three, then it was four, then it was five roaches and more just coming out of my bags. So I had read on the internet, I had looked up for her, about how to kill roaches, even though I kind of knew. I was just reading an article to her, which, it's totally crazy. And the only thing I learned from the article that I didn't know is they make some stuff that actually prevents them from having babies. So I had never heard of that. But basically, the article was saying the same thing. I was telling her, you got to follow them and seal off the hose, put the poison in there. It did also say that they can't live without water. They can live without food for a real long time. I think it said like 30 or 48 days or something. But they can't live longer than 24 to 48 hours without water. And so I'm thinking when I had all my bags open, because they were in there, and then when I moved over there, like they were just kind of probably locked in there. Or I guess they wasn't locked in there because they got in there, so they sure, and I kept the bag zipped up, so they sure could get out. But they kind of traveled. Even when her neighbor started putting my luggage into his car, he was like, "Oh my God, a roach fell off your bag." And I know it did because when I got back, I would pick up my bag and bang the wheels on the floor, and roaches was just falling off. But probably because they were stuck underneath, like you have the wheel and then you have the underneath of the bag. It was sitting up on the floor, so they probably wanted to be off the floor, where she had sprayed the roach spray. So I was hitting them on the floor real hard, and they were just falling off. So, but I thought maybe they were just on the outside. I really didn't realize until I got to the Marriott how bad it was. I mean, I ended up killing in total that night, I'm not exaggerating, 18 roaches. Well, two of them came because she was freaked out. She was like, I don't want to see you without these roaches. And, I was kind of thinking, you've been living with these roaches. And then I'm going to have to come back here, though. For 6 days. For 2 weeks. Oh. I'm going to be at Nana's for 6 days while they bug bomb. Then I'm going to come back and check. Then after this bad. And then we were going to Kamasi, so I was like, oh, we'll just spray.
Right, and they'll be knocked out and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Figure out where I'm going to move to for the next 6 months.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep stuff tied in plastic bags. Now, all of a sudden, you don't want to live with the roaches. Like you've been living with these roaches, and I'm trying to explain to her, roaches travel. You know what I'm saying? Like shake your stuff out or whatever. So she claimed she did. She got to the hotel, and I was sitting there because I literally could not sleep. I mean, we had to catch a 5 a.m. tour. I literally laid down for a few minutes at 4:30. And they called at 5:30 for us to come. I was literally just watching my bags. When the roaches came out, was killing them. Basically, all night. 18 roaches. And then two crawled out of her bag. One actually out of her purse. She was lucky I was just sitting up paranoid about the roaches, just watching for the roaches so I could kill them. But I have been totally stressed. I've been totally stressed out. And she doesn't understand. She was like, well, I just thought it was Africa. And, I just thought that, because she's never had roaches. She's never experienced that. Or I guess she's never known anyone to have them. I don't know. Never seen any comedians talking about them. I don't know, but I can understand. She just did not know what to do. She didn't understand that they're just gonna multiply. They have like 200 to 400 babies at a time every month. So I can imagine. It was bad. It was bad. So I showed her. I said, "It's one in your purse. I just seen it." I don't even think she believed me. I said, "Get that towel and dump your purse out on the towel." So she dumped it. She's like, "I don't see it on it." I said, "Shake the towel around." Bam, there it was. And then there was another one over there by her bags, a baby one that had came out too. So I guess after I'd taken a shower, they wanted the water. So they were coming out to get the water because, like the article said, they don't like living without water. They can live without food, a food source, and they eat all different kinds of things, even paper and this and the other. Doesn't necessarily have to be food. But they came on out, and I was like, "Oh, this water bringing them out. I'm ready to sit up all night." I'm ready to sit up all night and kill these motherfucking roaches. And I know it's a lesson in this. She was very apologetic. It's not her fault. She really, I could tell she don't know, but we had kind of got into it because I was like, "Girl," I was like, "you must have been really depressed, to yes." Thank you. I was like, "You must have been really depressed to live with all these roaches for so long." And I guess it hurt her feelings. I definitely wasn't trying to do that. I was just like, I can't believe the caliber of person that she is, that you would like live like that for so long. Like, that wasn't a couple bugs that came overnight. That was like an infestation that started off being infested, and then it just got so bad that's like some months and months and months of roaches. And it had to have been roaches in there even before she got there, because she only came to Ghana with one suitcase and she's been here a year. So she didn't bring the roaches. They were just infested in that building. And when I was looking around, the construction's good. However, it's decent. However, they don't seal off. Like in the States, you know, they do the trim, after they seal everything up with that, either the white caulking, that's what's called caulking. They seal everything up with like the white caulking, and then the bathroom, they use a clear caulking, and like they go all around the house. Everything is sealed. So what I've noticed here is that, because I'm even looking now, like that is not a part of the construction process here. Because, like, look, like, none of that. Even here, I don't know if y'all can see that. None of that sealed. And I'm even looking up at the ceiling, at the crown molding. I see paint, but I do not see the caulking. And so without sealing off everything, caulking the whole house, even if it's new construction, of course, you know, so many critters are going to be able to get in. If not spiders and ants or whatever, there's going to be so many critters. So nothing is sealed off at all. So I guess they don't do that. I would definitely be caulking any place that I build in Rwanda. But yeah, it's not her fault. I just got really stressed that last night when we came back, because we were going to Kumasi for 3 days, 3 nights. And I was just really stressed when we came back. While she was gone, I was just killing so many roaches. Like, it really started stressing me out. Just, it was already kind of stressing me out when I first got there. But I was like, oh, I'm going to help her eradicate them, show her what to do and everything. But it got stressful. So I thought, like, wow, you must really be kind of sad or depressed. She took offense to that. So we kind of had a constructive conversation. And now, I'm in her friend's guest house. I'm like, I don't even know why she ever left here. This place is big, it's clean. Um, has its issues, like some places, some guest houses that are further out from the city, from the main city in Africa, any part of Africa. But I would have never left here to move. And then I told her, I said, I would have been out of here. I said, after they sprayed and I had to take everything out, bring everything back in, the first time, matter of fact, I probably would have moved before even that. I would have been like, y'all gonna have to give my money back. Or, I mean, but she's like, oh, they don't get money back. I'm like, you have to quit saying that. Nobody ever does that. Nobody ever does this. This is standard. That's standard. Like if you don't ask, if you don't try, if you don't put it on your mind, well, yeah, I'm going to get my money back, because I'm not living with these roaches, and you don't try, because that's just what everybody here does. You don't get money back. Of course you won't get your money back. So what's the alternative? Live with the roaches? Because I'm telling you, it's so bad. I would have moved without getting my money back. I would have figured out something to get up out of there. So I was just explaining to her, so when she came and stayed the night at the Marriott with me last night, I was explaining to her finally, because I think she thought I was kidding when I was telling her I've killed already 15 roaches have come out of my bags since I've been here. Then that's why I told her to get that one out of her purse, and I let her get it, and I try to explain to her, wherever you go, you can't take none of that shit from your apartment. Like, you can't take that shit. You're going to give somebody roaches. Like, you cannot take this stuff. So we just got here after the 18 roaches I killed at the Marriott. I hope I didn't get a Marriott roaches, but they should have better, like, sanitation and spraying there. But I literally watched them. Like, every time one came out of my bag, I killed it. And I stayed up fucking for hours. Like, I didn't go to sleep for nothing but an hour. But I explained to her, like, you have to get all your clothes clean. That furniture, stuff needs to be put in plastic bags and sealed up for about a week. Or get all your clothes clean and never take them back into that apartment. That furniture, she really might as well throw that shit in the trash. And she got it redone. It's really nice. And that mattress, I think the mattress might have came with the place. But literally, you can't take nothing out of there without cleaning it, shaking it. So I was explaining to her how easy they travel. So she finally saw it herself when she was at the Marriott.
She came onto the country shores
as if she were a 100-year storm. Most would heed the warning in time, take shelter, before even catching the enticing smell of the beautiful coming rain. A few godlike men, yet untamed by Mother Nature, would embrace the strong, somehow comforting change of winds. Allow themselves to take up the treasures revealed, left behind her impassioned path. Knowing her omnipresence is in the same nature of themselves, which called unto the storm.